Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is September 18, 2024, and today was Fed Day. So everyone was waiting for today. Market had a very, very volatile day. First of all, for the 50 basis points, Federal Reserve just bring the rate down. It was kind of like a leaking information beforehand, and some people actually know that. And the probability increased to 58, I believe, percent for 50 rate cuts. So 50 points rate cut, and market just didn't surprise. Market obviously was not surprised, and everyone just betting at the bullish momentum at the beginning when they acknowledged that the Fed just to bring the rate down 50 basis point. However, market just digest the intention behind that, while Jay Powell just announced it in press conference that we are not going to bring the rate down every single time 50 basis point. Even we can just hold this for now because still we are not beating the inflation down. So that was kind of like, I should say, hawkish rate cut rather than dovish rate cut, just because, yes, they bring the rate down 50 basis point for the first time after like a COVID crash, but they signal for very slow down rate cut afterwards. Even they can hold this policy for longer than people expected. So based on that, market digest, hey, inflation is not over yet. Still, Federal Reserve do not see any layoffs, any kind of like a slowing down job market. And Jay Powell 100 times mentioned that we have a solid job market and still economy is growing well. And we're going to just see what data tells us for the next. So this is kind of like the hawkish, I should say, 50 points drop rather than dovish 50 points drop. And based on that, market just digesting, hey, wait a minute, I know that this is a good cut, but it's not going to be continuously moving forward. And if we go to S&P 500 daily chart here, so this is S&P 500 daily chart. You saw that this is kind of like a big shadow going up as I expected yesterday. I just told you guys we may see there are two scenarios that we may see a just sharp sell-off, or we will see a spike and then coming down. So scenario two just happened. But at the end of the day, so I was kind of like right. This is kind of like a nice shooting a star, mother of topping tail at the top, and market just betting on the downside. Still, buyers kind of like coming back. But if it goes down below this, especially 55.60, then we can see this one is coming down. Middle of this, which is going to be a 54.50, and then if it engulfs this pivot, I should say we're going to go to this a double bottom somewhere around August low. So obviously we are in kind of like a scenario that cycle wise, we are getting into my cycle, which is 18 to kind of like a 29 of September, almost the second half of September. I was looking for a market top, and today kind of like a signal for the top market as well. So we may see some kind of like a downside pressure potentially moving forward based on that. Stochastic momentum, we just got a bear reversal confirmation. Nice divergence in MACD as well. So we got nominal new all-time high for S&P 500, but rejected very sharply. So I should say 10 minutes probably just one spike. Maximum 10 minutes stays there and then getting back down sharply as well. So I should say for now, market can hit the topping formation. This is a Nasdaq, and Nasdaq do the same. So Nasdaq is just going higher. I was putting my stop loss here, but unfortunately I was stopped out. But for just a very quick scalping, but market just sold over after like Federal Reserve meeting, like FOMC meeting just finished. Market just putting pressure to the downside. And if Nasdaq goes below 18,000, I should say 200. So this is very, sorry, 19,200. If Nasdaq goes below 19,200, we should see it's going to be a free fall all the way to here to 18,460. We may see a bounce like exactly with this cycle. And then the next phase of sell-off is coming after that, especially in October. We should see some kind of like a volatility picking up as well. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow hit new all-time high and flashing to the downside as well. So that was kind of like a very typical price action. It was kind of like going all the way up as much as it can, but reversing down nicely, nice shooting stall, nice rollover topping tail at top, and we can get to the downside as well. Stochastic momentum, we are kind of like seeing this bear reversal happening in the daily chart. And on Friday, I'm going to give you a weekly edition, which we see that weekly momentum is getting back to the bear side as well. So we can see more volatility down the road. Gold just getting to a new all-time high and just touched this area. This is pretty interesting. Gold just went up all the way 1% and then getting back down. This is kind of like a confirming that my cycle works fantastically. Price action wise, we were expecting this area as well. So 20, I should say 600, gold just hitting 2600 and then getting back down as well. So 26 to 2700, that was kind of like top information. And we just got it today as well. Potentially, if gold is getting below 2400, then we can see all the way down going to low 2000 as well. Moving on to silver, which was kind of like a positive at the early session because of the Fed meeting announcement, and then getting back down, slaughtered, going down below this flag limit. I believe that silver topped as well. So this is a nice trend line here as well. So silver topped here, and we can get to the lower low potentially to $25 to $24 per ounce, which is going to be a fantastic buying opportunity. Crude just going higher, established itself above 70, but like the other ones, getting back to the bear side and close the day negative. However, crude can go down to this area, which is 67, and also, 67 and 65. I'm not sure if it get to the 65, which is double bottom, but crude can get to the downside pressure to 67 maximum for kind of like an ABC up to get to this important supply area as well, around $74. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to individual names. Let me start with Bitcoin as usual. Bit just a doji bar today. Nothing spectacular. 60,000 bullish momentum still is there, but I would say Bitcoin can get to the bullish momentum, especially after October, November. So we are kind of like in the consolidation phase. Ethereum, $8 down today. Another bad session. Hold up nicely. Bond yield just going higher, as I said, it was kind of like a hawkish rate cut, not a dovish 50 points. So that is very, very interesting when you see a 50 basis point, but bond yield is getting back to the upside as well. Treasury goes down just because bond and bond yield just knows the market. And Treasury just getting to the downside because they know that, hey, 50 basis is good, but it's not going to be continuously going forward. So that's kind of like scary for bond. I would say this is just a correction, nothing more. And we can get to the upside again. VIX just hold up a positive the entire session. It can spike up when we are seeing a more selling pressure down the road. A Dixie after hitting a lower low, just to stop hunting, getting back to the upside. Dragonfly Doji, not a bad session for Dixie. So Dixie, I believe, can go to 101 for short term. Magma indicator, just a doji bar, nothing spectacular. Apple just did very well. Without Apple, I should say Nasdaq could be very ugly, especially when we have like a 1.80% to the upside for Apple, this $3 trillion company. And after hours, just going higher as well. Amazon just went down a doji bar. Meta just $1.63 up, not a bad session. Microsoft is getting down. As I said, Microsoft just finished its momentum. It just roll over to the downside and confirmed that the downside is here. Google just a doji bar, nothing spectacular. Netflix are just engulfing at the top, getting back to the downside. If it goes below 661, this low is coming to the play. Tesla, after positive session, it goes down negative. After hours, just gain a bit. But I would say Tesla rejecting this area very well. So it's consolidating, but if it goes down again to 250, Tesla can go easily down to 160 7. So I'm not bullish at this time for Tesla and any other name. Semiconductors, especially, they're rolling over to the downside today. They were not positive. Stocks, the same pattern here. Taiwan Semiconductor, 7 cents down. AMD just getting down as well. Nvidia, just almost 2% to the downside. Pretty ugly sell-off for semis. And when semis wrong, semis fail, you should better bail. Texas Instrument, 68 cents down. And Lam Research, $10 down today as well. Lam can go to 640 to 680 for a great buying opportunity. XLF Financials, after positive early session or half day, after Federal Reserve, they just went down as well, 14 cents down. This is kind of like a topping formation for KBE. Look at the topping tail at the top, just getting above this important pivot, double top, and then slamming down. So this is interesting. KRE, this is the same. However, after hours, it's just gained a bit nicely. But again, still, we are in a vacuum momentum for a downside. JP Morgan, nice bearish consolidation. Look at the bear flag here. Goldman Sachs as well. So it's just going up to this supply area, rejecting, and to the downside. I believe that banks are smelling that something is wrong with the economy, and this rate cannot be continuously going forward. So that's kind of like interesting when banks and financials already send us a sell signal. Bank of America, 7 cents up. Wells Fargo, 25 cents down today as well. GDX, so after just going higher, just going down. So this is pretty wacky session for gold miners. 3% I would say was positive. But after that, just going to the negative. GDXJ, the same pattern here, going down 1.69% to the downside. AEM, dollar down. Newmont, 5 cents down. Franco Nevada, what a topping tail here at 128, then getting down to 123. Gold Barrick, 42 cents down today. After hours, it took a bit. Energy market actually did well today. Hold up positive, at least when crude was negative. Energy was a positive as well. So this is kind of like interesting. Our cycle is working nicely. XOP, oil and gas exploration ETF, going higher, 48 cents. However, this is kind of like a rejected as well. OIH, this one is lagging these days, shooting a star. So correction may be coming for this market as well. XOM, 40 cents up, and also CVS Chevron just getting upside 55 cents after hours, gain more, and 144.43 for Chevron these days. It's interesting. We just got a very nice divergence at the important top bottoming formation. If we get above 150, I would say 161 is coming for Chevron. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. Again, this is kind of like the way that we were expecting. No surprise for us. And see you on the chart tomorrow. And make sure watch this video on Friday as well, because we will have a Friday edition with lots of additional charts as well. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.